Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to one and all present here. I am Anila Verghese, Head of Placements and International Relations. I'm also a faculty of Department of Management. It is an honor and joy to welcome the new batch of first years and equally their proud parents and guardians who have played a vital role in bringing them to this milestone. Today marks the beginning of a new journey, a journey filled with learning, growth, opportunities, challenges, and friendship. At RCMAS, we don't just educate minds, we shape individuals to be confident, competent, and compassionate. Once again, a warm welcome to RCMAS, where potential meets possibilities. Today, I'm starting off with the duty entrusted to me. Pathways to success, career planning, internships, and professional growth. Our institution believes in delivering quality education and a 360-degree holistic development for our students. We at RCMAS supports every student in their career path from the first year of graduation and beyond. We do all these things without sacrificing or compromising on discipline. We have made a plan of action for the next 4 years for this new batch. I will quickly take you through the slides, which will give you an insight and input on what is our plan of action for this new batch. In the first year, our focus is on orientation and awareness, skill assessment and development, and we encourage our students to enroll to add-on certification courses. As a part of orientation and awareness, our students get to understand the services of career guidance and placement cell. We do workshops and interactive sessions so that our students explore different career paths. As a part of skill assessment and development, we conduct career aptitude tests to analyze the students' interest and strength. Workshops are also conducted on fundamental skills like communication, critical thinking, and problem solving. And as I started off, we encourage our students to upskill and reskill, which is the need of the hour. So we encourage our students to enroll and pursue add-on courses. We do these add-on certification courses in collaboration with industry leaders like Microsoft, KPMG, ASAP, Miles Educations, which helps our students to build the profile with an early start on. The add-on courses offered to this new batch are CMA, ACCA plus BSc International Finance, and CPA for BCom students. Then we have robotics for BCA. Diploma in yoga is all offered to all our students for their mental wellness. We have digital marketing offered by ASAP, Kerala government undertaking. We also have one of the big fours, KPMG, offering business analytics for BCom and BBA students. We have been having this collaboration for the past 6 years. Being the placement head of the campus, I get opportunity to meet recruiters, the campus recruiters to be precise. And this academic year, campus recruiters from companies like EY and Deloitte connect with me and inform me that If you have students with business analytics skills, please share the details. We will have them on board. So I highly recommend this course to our new batch students of BCom and BBA. We also offer add-on courses on GST practitioner, logistics and supply chain management, SAP, CA, and forensic accounting for our BCom students. Microsoft Excel. There's no go in the industry without Microsoft Excel. That is offered to all our students. We also have international certificate in wealth and investment management given to our BCom and BBA students. In addition, we have international taxation for BCom students, and all our students are offered certification courses on smart trading. It is a course on stock market, Cambridge Interchange Advanced English Learning, 2D animation basics, digital design, and game design for all our students. And lastly, cybersecurity and forensic for our BCA students. We also have academic partnership with platforms for certification courses. The college has academic partnerships to ensure that our students enhance their skill doing these short-term courses. Our online certification platforms are Swayam, a national online certification platform by Government of India. We have DASP, Directorate for Applied Short-Term Programs. It is a venture by our Mahatma Gandhi University. And we also have tie-up with ASAP through iLike. We ensure that our students does not miss out any opportunity to enhance their skills, become industry ready, and their employability skills have increased. This is a picture of our students attending orientation and awareness in the first year during the last academic year. Moving on to the second year, our focus is on practical exposure during the second year. We encourage our students to participate in internships with local industries. So they get a hands-on training, they can apply their skills in a real life scenario. We also begin with our pre-placement preparations, and we give placement orientations to our students looking for placements. And this is done under the title Corporate Training Programs. This is a flagship event of RCMAS under the tagline Corporate Boot Camp. This happens in 4 phases. The first one is a session on resume writing and building LinkedIn profile. Phase 2 is group discussion training. Phase 3 is mock interview preparations. And in phase 4, we give workshops on corporate etiquette, workplace ethics, and professional behavior. We also expose our students to global opportunities. We do overseas education awareness in partnership with study abroad institutions in Kerala, wherein seminars and workshops are conducted on studying abroad. Details of prestigious universities are shared with the students. We also include awareness on how to crack scholarships and the admission procedures for studying abroad. The students are also given guidance on standardized tests like GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, etc. This slide has a poster of ASAP iLike with their certification courses and Corporate Bootcamp Phase 1 resume writing sessions. On to the third year. Third year, our students are equipped to explore international internship opportunities. So we help our students to apply and identify organizations and institutions which encourage international internships. Our college has signed an MOU with IETO, Indian Economic Trade Organization, with their headquarters in Delhi. And as part of that, 6 of our students got to do online international internship with Europe Indian Center for Business and Industries in the last academic year. We also lay strong base for entrepreneurship for those students who want to start their ventures. This is done in association with the IEDC cell of the campus. Then we move on with career counseling and mentorship. This is more or less like a one-on-one sessions with the industry experts and our alumni. Here we have few eminent resource persons who have shared their knowledge on very relevant topics during the last academic year with our students. We also start with our campus recruitment drives during the third year. The campus recruitment drives can happen in 3 ways. It can be an on-campus drive, it can be an off-campus drive, and we also host job fairs. Corporate networking is also done with HR professionals and recruiters, so our students understand and explore the market trends. So in this slide, we have, as I discussed before, the MOU signed between IETO, Indian Economic Trade Organization, and RCMAS. We also had the opportunity of a visit from High Commissioner of Republic to Cyprus in India, who enlightened our students with a talk on global opportunities at Cyprus. As you see in the slide, we bring international resource person and give online and offline sessions to our students. Flinders University, Australia, Asia Pacific University, Malaysia. These universities have always welcomed our students for immersions. As I said, from the beginning of third year, we want our students to go for global opportunities. We also have a lot of our add-on teams giving us internship opportunities in the Middle East. Flinders University and Asia Pacific University also is offering further collaborations so our students get more opportunities with international universities. Proudly presents our recruiters who have hired from RCMAS over the years. You can see almost all leading institutions in that slide. For the fourth and the final year, we shift our focus to 2 areas: postgraduate school preparation and campus recruitment drives are continued. So as part of post-graduation school preparations, we offer guidance on applying to PG programs. We include workshops on writing SOPs, Statement of Purpose for international universities. We continue with our campus recruitment drives, and we also maintain a database of job openings and internship opportunities by providing ongoing career advices and supports through workshops, webinars, and online resources. We conduct and collaborate and partnership with industry associations, NGOs, and government bodies to enhance the placement opportunities. We utilize the technology platforms to use it for virtual career fairs, and we also have a bundle of alumni interactions under the title High Flyers Talk, Chat with Alumni, wherein they give us referrals for career opportunities. As you can see, these are our notable placements of our campus. You see the logos of most prominent organizations and institutions in the slide. This is our pride. As I said, in the third year, we encourage entrepreneurship opportunities, as the title goes, from classrooms to startups. These are our students who have been trained by the IEDC cell of RCMers, mentored and been confident to start off with their ventures along with their academics. So, two of our students have also cracked CAT 2024 and have got admitted to IIM Calcutta and IIM Bodh Gaya. To sum it up all, at RCMAS, career planning is not a final year experience. It's a 4-year journey, well-mapped, dynamic, and student-centric. I humbly request all our dear parents to continue to support us, to guide your students to shape their future. Thank you all. Best wishes to the new year of batches. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Kavita Krishnadas, Head of the Department of English and the Council Secretary, to present the general guidelines. I welcome you, ma'am.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Deeksharambham. I am Kavita Krishnadas, Head of the Department of English. As we embark on a new journey today, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to our college. The campus of Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences takes its pride in proximity to major industrial and technological advancements like InfoPark, Smart City, CES, and the like, making it a major commercial hub in the southern part of the country. The campus is a balanced ecosystem with orchards, Shalabodyan, herbal gardens, fish farms, and the like. The architectural grandeur of the college is cast in 6 floors with all modern amenities to cater to the advanced learning needs of the day. At Rajagiri, we strive to make our students promising future citizens. And with this thought, let me move to the duty bestowed on me today, which is to take you through the guidelines and etiquettes. I would like to start with the CMI vision of education, which is to transform an individual into an integral human being, guided by the motto, learn, serve, and excel. The college working time is from 8:30 a.m. to 1:40 p.m. Students should report to the college on time and occupy their seats in their respective classrooms before the arrival of the faculty. Until they receive their uniforms, students should maintain a formal dress code. Boys should wear formal shirts and pants. Accessories other than a wristwatch are not encouraged. Girls are to come in formal, modest wear. Casual wear like jeans, t-shirts, shorts, crop top, etc. are not permitted in the campus. Students shall present themselves in full uniform with their ID cards whenever they are in the campus during their entire course of study. According to the government and university regulations, mobile phones are prohibited in the college campus. If found violating the rule, the mobile will be confiscated and will be returned after a period of 4 months. The first year students are not allowed to bring their vehicles to the campus. In the case of absence, parent or guardian should intimate the concerned batch coordinator. Students must submit a leave form to the batch coordinator duly signed by the parent or the guardian. Leave for more than 3 days should be backed by a medical certificate. Kindly note, a minimum of 75% of attendance is mandatory in each subject for appearing in the examinations. If a student is traveling abroad, he or she should intimate the same to the principal in writing at least 1 week prior to the journey. Kindly avoid travel during working days and the dates of examinations. All sorts of political activities and other activities of students, organizations supported by political activities are banned in the college campus. Students are expected to be polite in language and behavior. Misbehavior to fellow students, use of threat, violence against members of the staff or students will be considered as a very serious case of misconduct. Students are to refrain from using of profanity or vulgarity. Smoking and the use of intoxicants in and around the campus, damaging furniture, defacing the walls, repeated absence from the class without leave, misbehavior in the class, organizing tours, etc., will be considered as serious offenses. Use of alcohol and drugs, tobacco, or any intoxicating or addictive substance is prohibited. In Rajagiri, we aim at a holistic development. To cater to the same, these are the various clubs in which the students can participate, from dance, NSS unit, IEDC, music club, drama club, Jesus Youth, Rotaract, yoga club, photography club, Cuddles and Tales, which is a pet club, nature club, quiz club, speakers forum, debate club, legal aid cell, and wings of wisdom. Dear parents and students, let's join hands together for the best of tomorrow and be a part of the legacy of Rajagiri. Thank you for your patient listening. God bless us all. Have a great day.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We request the audience to kindly remain in silence as the dignitaries will be arriving shortly. We would be thankful if you kindly keep your phones in silent mode. Please note that all food items are prohibited inside the hall.
The first time I stepped into Rajagiri College, I felt something special about the campus, something magical in the air, the calm, the green, and the energy of young, vibrant minds. It all moved me.
In a world that moves fast, there is a space that moves with purpose, cradled by nature, alive with knowledge, where every step through the green embraces growth. Strategically located near Kochi's tech corridors like Info Park and Smart City, Rajagiri is more than just an institution. It's a living, breathing ecosystem of curiosity, character, and commitment. From sunrise to dusk, the campus pulses with energy. Students arriving with dreams in their backpacks and purpose in their stride. Step inside and you enter a world sculpted for innovation. In our 2D and 3D labs and design studios, imagination takes shape and form. In the miniature modeling labs, intricate worlds are built by steady hands. Language labs echo with global voices. Smart classrooms and computer science labs ignite critical thinking. Life at Rajagiri is a symphony of balance between academic performance and lively recreation. Music, dance, yoga studios and modern gym nurturing a thriving campus life and all-around wellness. The dynamic case discussions and real-time simulations help groom future-ready best managers.
Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences is a CMI educational institution.
We request the audience to kindly remain in silence as the dignitaries will be arriving shortly. We would be thankful if you kindly keep your phones in silent mode. We request you all to kindly rise as the dignitaries have arrived. Please be seated.
Let's commence today's formal function with Ranga Puja. As we witness the grace and devotion that will unfold before us, let us invoke the blessings of Lord Almighty for His presence throughout the day.
अस्माकं स्वर्गस्थपितः तव नाम पवित्रं पूज्यताम् तव राज्यं आयातु यथा स्वर्गे तथा मेदिन्याम् अपि त्वेच्छा सिद्ध्यतु
తగదజను తదిరన తనదిరనది నాద్రతని తజం తగదజను తజం తగదజను తజం తగదజను తదిరన తనదిరనది తిరన దిల్లన తదిరన తనదిరనది సగరి పాపగరి సని సా పాపగరి సగరి పాపగరి సని సా తరిగిన పాపగరి తరిగిన తనదిరనది తిరన దిల్లన తిరన తనదిరనది తనదిరనది తనదిరన తిరనది
Prayer is the key that unlocks the door to all possibilities, connecting us with the infinite wisdom and love of the universe. Let us humbly seek God's blessings and guidance. I request the audience to remain in your seats in silent meditation.
ശ്രീമദ് ഭഗവത്ഗീത അധ്യായം 4 ശ്ലോകം 33-34. ശ്രേയാൻ ദ്രവ്യമയാദ്യജ്ഞാത് ജ്ഞാനയജ്ഞ പരം തപ സർവം കർമാഖിലം പാർത്ഥ ജ്ഞാനേ പരിസമാപ്യത്തെ തദ്വിധി പ്രണിപാതേന പരിപ്രശ്നേന സേവയാ ഉപദേക്ഷ്യന്തി തേ ജ്ഞാനം ജ്ഞാനിനസ്തത്വദർശിനഃ.
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verses 33 and 34. O subduer of enemies, sacrifice performed in knowledge is superior to any mechanical material sacrifice. After all, O Parth, all sacrifices of work culminate in knowledge. Learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him with reverence and render service unto him. Such an enlightened saint can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth.
ശ്വേതാംബരധരേ ദേവി ശ്വേതാംബരധരേ ദേവി നാനാലങ്കാരഭൂഷിതേ ജഗസ്ഥിതേ ജഗന്മാത മഹാലക്ഷ്മി നമോസ്തുതേ നമോസ്തുതേ. പത്മാസനസ്ഥിതേ ദേവി പരബ്രഹ്മസ്വരൂപിണി പത്മാസനസ്ഥിതേ ദേവി പരബ്രഹ്മസ്വരൂപിണി പരമേശി ജഗന്മാത മഹാലക്ഷ്മി നമോസ്തുതേ നമോസ്തുതേ. നമോസ്തുതേ നമോസ്തുതേ
സഹായിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുക. പൊരുളറിയാൻ വേണ്ടി കേണപേക്ഷിക്കുക, അറിവിന് വേണ്ടി വിളിച്ചപേക്ഷിക്കുക. നീ അതിനെ വെള്ളിയെന്ന പോലെ തേടുകയും നിഗൂഢ നിധിയെന്ന പോലെ അന്വേഷിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ നീ ദൈവഭക്തി എന്തെന്ന് ഗ്രഹിക്കുകയും ദൈവത്തെക്കുറിച്ചുള്ള അറിവ് നേടുകയും ചെയ്യും. എന്തെന്നാൽ കർത്താവ് ജ്ഞാനം നൽകുന്നു, അവിടുത്തെ വചനത്തിൽ നിന്ന് അറിവും വിവേകവും പുറപ്പെടുന്നു.
A reading from the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verses 1 to 6. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding.
അർഹിക്കാത്ത നന്മകളും എനിക്കേകിടും ദയാനിധേ. അർഹിക്കാത്ത നന്മകളും എനിക്കേകിടും ദയാനിധേ. യാചിക്കാത്ത നന്മകൾ പോലുമേ എനിക്കേകിയോന് സ്തുതി. യാചിക്കാത്ത നന്മകൾ പോലുമേ എനിക്കേകിയോന് സ്തുതി. നന്ദിയോടെ ഞാൻ സ്തുതി പാടിടും എൻ്റെ യേശുനാഥാ. എനിക്കായി നീ ചെയ്തൊരു നന്മയ്ക്കും ഇന്നു നന്ദി ചൊല്ലുന്നു ഞാൻ. ഇന്നു നന്ദി ചൊല്ലുന്നു ഞാൻ.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening, first 1 to 7 verses. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. It is you we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, and not of those against whom there is anger, and nor of those who are misguided.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of faculty, parents, and our newly enrolled students, a very warm welcome to Deeksharambham, the initiation ceremony of education here at Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. Today, we gather here to celebrate the beginning of a remarkable journey that each one of you is about to embark upon. I am Kira Ben Paul.
And I am Sudhir Tampan of the Department of Commerce.
It is our pleasure to guide you through this induction ceremony and ensure that you feel welcomed and supported as you become part of our academic family.
Let me invite the dignitaries onto the dais. It is our great privilege to introduce the honorable dignitaries of today's function.
We are honored to welcome our chief guest, a distinguished luminary in the field of administration and public service, Shri MP Joseph IAS, to our event today. Our esteemed guest, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, Provincial and Manager, Sacred Heart Province, Kochi.
Joining us, we have our Director, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vattatara CMI, Associate Director, Reverend Father Ajish Pudisheri CMI, and Principal, Dr. Lali Matthew. A warm welcome to the dignitaries onto the dais. The only way to do away with darkness is to shine the light.
In this grand initiation ceremony, we celebrate your arrival as a symbol of new potential and fresh perspectives. May your unique talents, passions, and aspirations enrich our academic community. Let's embrace this diversity and grow together as individuals and as a collective.
We move on to the lamp lighting ceremony. I request the dignitaries to kindly illuminate the beacon and pass on the symbolic light of knowledge to the student representatives. Here, we have the student representatives from each first-year batch to accept the beacons. I request our chief guest, Sri MP Joseph IAS, to give out the beacons to Gayatri Krishna from the Department of Animation and Graphic Design and Adil Shaju from the Department of English.
I humbly request our Provincial, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, to give out the beacons to Aparna Shankar from the Department of Management and Sanjay Krishna from the Department of Social Work.
Now, I request our Director, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vattatara CMI, to give out the beacons to Jyotsna Venugopal and Joseph Jojo from the Department of Commerce.
I humbly request our Associate Director, Reverend Father Ajish Pudisheri CMI, to hand over the beacons to Anne Mariam Verghese and Abel Saji Abraham from the PG Department of Computer Science.
May I request our principal, Dr. Lali Matthew, to give out the beacons to Anjana Menon from the PG Department of Commerce and Vijay Vikas from the PG Department of Animation and Graphic Design. We request all the students in the audience to switch on their diyas and raise them. I request the student representatives to place the lamps on the Jyotistam, the installation.
Light conveys the idea that knowledge, understanding, or enlightenment can eliminate ignorance, confusion, or fear. Light symbolizes knowledge, purity, and prosperity. It stands for the victory of truth over falsehood, of light over darkness, of knowledge over ignorance, of dharma over adharma, and of hope over despair. Light signifies the presence of goodness, joy, and happiness. Light can serve as a beacon of hope in times of darkness and difficulty, offering a sense of reassurance and encouragement. Light fosters a sense of unity, empathy, and compassion, encouraging people to come together and support one another.
We request everyone to switch off their diyas. An important announcement for the audience. The following vehicles are to be removed from the parking ground immediately. KL43J807, KL41B4266, KL40T0016, and KL50H6750. I request the vehicle to be removed from the ground immediately. Once again, a warm welcome to Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. Our college is managed by the Catholic fathers who belong to the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate. The CMI vision of education, inspired by its founder, Saint Kuriakos Elias Chavara, is to transform an individual into an integral human being, deriving energy and guidance from the life of Jesus Christ. Deeksharambham 2025, the initiation ceremony of education here at Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences marks a new beginning, welcoming the enlightenment of knowledge into our lives.
It is with great pleasure that I invite our dear principal, Dr. Lali Matthew, an unwavering beacon of guidance and inspiration, to deliver the welcome address. Ma'am, please.
Good morning, all. Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Sri MP Joseph, IAS, former Additional Chief Secretary to the Government of Kerala, our Manager and Provincial of the Sacred Heart Province of Kochi, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, the Director of our college, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vattathara CMI, our additional director, associate director, Reverend Father Ajish Puduseri CMI, dear students, parents, dignitaries, well-wishers, teaching and non-teaching staff, a warm welcome to all of you. Today marks the beginning of an exciting journey for our new students and our new parents, as well as to the entire family of Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences, which we fondly refer to as RCMAS. We are excited to have you on board, especially when in the academic year we have achieved an A grade in the first cycle of NAC accreditation, adding a shining jewel to the crown of the college. This remarkable feat, thank you. This remarkable feat is a testament of the hard work, team spirit, dedication, and commitment of all the different stakeholders of Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences in realizing the vision and mission of the institution when we march relentlessly in our pursuit of excellence. From our academic performance of an exemplary level at the university to our cutting edge and consistent initiatives in placement, student progression, innovation, state-of-the-art infrastructure, every aspect of the institution has contributed to this incredible and remarkable achievement for the college. We believe at RCMAS that the purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows, to unlock the doors to freedom, and to reveal the magic of the mind, starting from our Deeksharambham. So today, we are embarking on that journey of great discovery, growth, and transformation. So we are happy to introduce to you role models from whom you can take inspiration in your journey in the 4 years that you are embarking upon. Our chief guest for the day is Sri MP Joseph IAS, who is the former Additional Chief Secretary to the government. I am not going to go into his career profile, which will take another 15 minutes. But what I would like to show you is those qualities of him which could be emulated by the students. There is a saying that punctuality is the politeness of princes. If so, our chief guest, Sri M.B. Joseph Sir, is the king of politeness. Punctuality is his hallmark, as I understand. Whether it be in discharging his duties, whether it be in arriving at a destination on time, or whether it be in promptly moving the files that come before him. This we find greatly appreciable in the background of the hundreds of thousands of files that are lying under a tapeism in the government. And the public of Kerala fondly and gratefully remember his incredible feat of evacuation during the Gulf War, for which he is still remembered with gratitude by the public. So these are qualities that we can emulate, and I'm very happy and proud to present to our new students this role model of integrity, dedication, and hard work. on behalf of all of you who have gathered here and on behalf of Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences, may I welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri MP Joseph, IAS, to this meeting. The three pillars of CMI congregation, namely learning, service, and the pursuit of excellence, are exemplified in the three leaders of our top management, namely our manager and provincial, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, our director, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vatatara CMI, and our associate director, Reverend Father Ajish Puducherry CMI. Our manager and provincial of the Sacred Heart province, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, represents the intellectual prowess and wisdom of the CMI congregation, and he himself is a polyglot, a poet, and a prose writer. We know that true wisdom brings in great humility, as everyone who has interacted with him will understand. There is a line in a poem in Malayalam, Marangal Tazhunnu Bhalagamattal, which is epitomized in Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI. On behalf of all of you, may I invite Father Benny Nalkara CMI to inaugurate this function. Welcome, dear Father. The second CMI pillar of service is what is represented in the humaneness and the compassion of the director of our college, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vatatara CMI. He is an accomplished academic as well as a great administrator, but his milk of human kindness for the lost, and the least overflows his academic and administrative attributes. On behalf of the entire gathering here, may I welcome our director, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vatatara CMI, to this function. The third CMI pillar on which the legacy of the CMI institutions are founded is the pursuit of excellence. Our associate director and the educational counselor of Sacred Heart Province, Father Ajish Puducherry CMI, is uncompromising in the pursuit of excellence for Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. He is a keen observer. He is very sharp in the details, and he is also with his presence of mind, which keep us grounded as well as equip us to take the wings. On behalf of all of you, let me welcome Reverend Father Ajish Puducherry CMI to this function. My next duty is to welcome the stars of the day, our new students. Dear students, I welcome you all to an exciting journey of 4 years in Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. You are embarking on a journey of growth, endless opportunities, and great transformation. Just as the global education scenario is undergoing great transformation, each of you are also undergoing a transformation with a global citizenship and a global workforce. And we at RCMAS is striving to equip you for that future readiness. As you embark on this journey, what I would like to tell you is to start from where you are. Use what you have and try to achieve whatever you can. We are there with you in this journey to light your path and to guide you towards that journey of excellence. Welcome, dear students, to an exciting time of endless opportunities where you can explore your potential, find your passion, and groom yourself into well-rounded individuals and genuine human beings. Welcome. Dear parents who have accompanied the new entrants, you have admitted your wards with the knowledge that education is the best investment with the greatest payoff, with the greatest interest. Let's work together, hand in hand, to achieve 100-fold out of this wise investment. This is a journey that we take together, and I welcome all the parents to embark with us on this journey where our wards will come out as well-rounded human beings. Welcome to all of you. Now let me take this opportunity to welcome, in one word of warm love, all our different stakeholders, our PTA executive, our alumni representatives, our staff, both teaching and non-teaching, our well-wishers who have joined us, and all our incredible and indispensable student volunteers. While I conclude, let me just remind our students that it is not an elevator to success that we are offering you here at Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. We are taking the stairs one step at a time. So let's all join to start our journey one step at a time. Let's work together, dream together, and create your future together from here at Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for this warm words of welcome. Your words will certainly inspire and set the tone for this remarkable event. Attention, please. The vehicle KL 43J807 is blocking the parking entrance. The owner of the car is requested to report to the parking lot immediately.
Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, Provincial and Manager, Sacred Heart Province, Kochi, served as a faculty for New Testament and Biblical Greek at Dharmaram Vidyakshetram, Bengaluru since 2008. He was in service as the registrar and as a member of the Permanent Advisory Council of Dharmaram College. Father Benny was also the director of the Center for Study and Research on Saint Chavara and has been a member of Academic Council, Christ University, since 2011. Apart from teaching, Father Benny is engaged in the formation of students to the priesthood as their animator and master in Dharmaram College. He is indeed a man of high spiritual, academic, and administrative excellence. I'm honored to invite Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI for the inaugural address. Father, please.
Dear Mr. MP Joseph IAS, the chief guest of this day, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vattathara CMI, our beloved director, Reverend Father Ajish Pudasheri CMI, Associate Director and Counselor of Education, Sacred Heart Province, Kochi, Dr. Lally Matthew, our beloved Principal, dear HODs, members of the staff, non-teaching staff, our dear parents, invited guests, and my dear freshers, the young Rajagirians. A very good morning to all of you. Today, we are having the Deeksharambham, the initiation ceremony of the newcomers to Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. Indeed, a dream come true moment for many of you. Dear students, let me ask you a question at the very outset. Why are you here today? Why are you here today at Rajagiri? Some would say, this is the first place to come, and I did. Some others would say, this is the last place to come, but I had no other choice. But after your studies, you should be able to say, this is the best place I have been to. And you are here today not by chance, but by choice. Dear students, you are here at Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences in pursuit of wisdom. R.C. Mass is an endeavor of the Sacred Heart Province of the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate, CMI. The CMI congregation adheres to the profound vision of Saint Kuriakos Elias Chavra, one of the founding fathers of the congregation, how zealously worked towards providing value-based quality education to society at large, irrespective of religious differences down the centuries. Saint Kuriakos Elias Chavra, the great visionary saint, whose name is undoubtedly to be marked in the 19th century Kerala Renaissance, found that the true transformation of the Kerala society would be made possible through education only. Integral liberation, holistic development, and all-inclusiveness are the key elements in his vision of education. CMI educational endeavors, pioneered by Saint Chavra, aim at forming leaders who are intellectually competent, spiritually mature, morally upright, psychologically integrated, physically healthy, and socially acceptable, who will champion the cause of justice, love, truth, and peace, and are ever open to further growth. By beginning your life at Rajagiri, you are becoming part of that great legacy. This year, you begin your academic journey at Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences, when we are celebrating as the CMI Year of Education as part of the bicentennial year of the foundation of our congregation, which will culminate in year 2031. Education, as we all know, is more than imparting or acquiring information. It aims at the holistic development. Education and learning should allow us to make sense of the world around us, the world inside of us. It should give us a darshanam, a vision about the world and about ourselves. Here at Rajagiri, you will be trained to inculcate an attitude that is enriched by social sensitivity, compassion, and generosity, the hallmarks of pro-existence. Social sensitivity and commitment are the hallmarks of Rajagiri signature you should bear after your learning here. The way we believe, behave, and become better after your learning here. The proactive, so try to be proactive and creative in life. Be humble. In Indian terminology, to be well educated is to be vineet, which has the additional meaning of humility. Knowledge and success should make you people humble, listening to others, learning from others, respecting the knowledge of others. And always remember to be grateful to all whom you meet in life, and especially your mentors in life. At this moment, I would like to remind of certain core values that you will come across during your life at Rajagiri. Resilience. Rajagiri nurtures students to bounce back from adversity and challenges with strength, hope, and determination. We may have failures in life, but we need to overcome with resilience. We all are familiar with the story of Virat Kohli and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. In the IPL tournaments, they failed for continuous 17 years, and they have won the trophy at the 18th edition of IPL. In Malayalam, we have a saying, "Thotte thotte toppi iduga." Toppi means crown. So we find RCB has thotte thotte toppi ittu. And in life, the value of resilience always teaches about this steadfastness, perseverance in life. And the next value starts with A, altruism. The spirit of selfless service guides every Rajagirian to live not just for oneself, but for the upliftment of society, especially the marginalized. A life characterized by other-centeredness in a selfie and selfish world. We must be available to the society after our education. Remember, any ability without availability is a liability. We are in the era of artificial intelligence, but study at Rajagiri should make you competent in altruistic intelligence also. The motto used by one of the leading banks in Kerala is this: digital at fore and human at core. Yes, we need to inculcate that humanness in all throughout our life. The same bank has another motto in the context of customer relationship: Rishta aapse hai, sirf aapse nahi, which is translated as it's a relationship with you, not just with the app, not with the technology. And next value I would like to remind you of is justice. Anchored in social sciences, we commit ourselves to justice, advocating for equity, human dignity, and the rights of all. May your education at Rajagiri impart this value in your lives. A stands for accountability. We take ownership of our actions, academically, socially, and ethically. Rajagirians are trained to be responsible citizens and professionals. Be accountable to your studies, to your parents and family. Be accountable to the society, and be accountable to your own life. The next value starts with the word G, growth. Education at Rajagiri not just aim at academic growth, but personal, spiritual, and social growth, a holistic journey of becoming fully human. Swami Vivekananda has said, the real aim of education is not mere acquiring of a degree, but it aims at man making, or in modern day terminology, human making. You should be transformed people. Some of you might have read about an incident that took place near Kasaragod in Kerala 1 month back. A man and his friend was arrested by the police for attacking another person. And what was the reason? These people were classmates in the primary school, and the final day of the school year at the 4th standard, this attacked man had beaten up this arrested person, and now he was taking revenge after 62 long years. What had happened in the 4th standard? What man making? What humanization after education is taking place in our lives? The next value I would like to remind you of is integrity. Truthfulness, transparency, and moral uprightness define our life. And Rajagiri always fosters a conscious-led life in the students. Recently, one of the journalists who responded to one of my short poems on the Father's Day wrote to me, "My father gave me a simple lesson. You shouldn't do anything that you cannot tell your mother. You should not do anything that you cannot tell your mother." Until date, I have maintained that. And my dear young Rajagirians, I think there is no need of any other translation for the word integrity in life. We should be people who reflect. R stands for reflection. In a noisy world, we should pause. We should reflect deeply to learn from our experiences and respond meaningfully. Pamela Paul, in her book, 100 Things We Have Lost to Internet, presents the joy of anticipation, deep reading and focus, reflection, wonder, etc. are the sum of the key missing elements to internet in our lives. We should be people of reflection. And I'm sure Rajagiri is going to inspire you to reflect on life. And finally, I stands for innovation. We look ahead. Rajagiri encourages creative thinking, critical inquiry, adaptation, and bold solutions for tomorrow's challenges. And my dear students, I have reminded you of 8 values that you should always remembering and keen to adapt to your life. If you happen to forget them, just remember the word Rajagiri. I have given a kind of expansion to the letters of Rajagiri, starting with all these 8 values. And my dear young Rajagirians, your admission to Rajagiri is over. The word admission concludes with a word mission, or the word mission is contained in the word admission. A mission that includes transformation, formation. May your learning at Rajagiri, as its motto suggests, help you to achieve this mission of learning, serving, and growing in excellence in life. Education is above all a matter of love and responsibility handed down from one generation to another. My dear parents, You are here with that great responsibility. You are here as partners in our mission to mold your children to be the responsible and remarkable citizens of tomorrow. Thank you for choosing Rajagiri for your sons and daughters, and let us together accompany them. I take this opportunity to salute all our teachers who are going to be mentors of the young Rajagirians and who will be creating this abode of learning a second home for them. Best wishes. With a heart filled with joy and hope, I inaugurate this academic year 2025-26. All the best. God bless.
Thank you, Father, for those enthusiastic words. I'm sure your message left a lasting impact on everyone present here.
It is my privilege to welcome a true exemplar of administrative excellence and public service, Shri M.P. Joseph IAS of the prestigious 1978 batch, Kerala Cadre. Renowned for his meticulous study of subjects and his ability to present them with unparalleled clarity, what truly set him apart is his unwavering commitment to punctuality. A quality so precise that one could set their watch by his promised arrival. His efficiency ensured that no file brought before him was ever delayed without just cause, reflecting his deep sense of duty and discipline.
Before joining the Indian Administrative Service, as part of the 1977 batch, he served for 1 year in the Indian Police Service. Mr. Joseph's illustrious career spans decades of transformative leadership across multiple domains. He served for 20 years with the International Labour Organization at the United Nations. He also holds the unique distinction of serving as Kerala's Labour Commissioner for the longest tenure in the state's history, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to labour reforms and industrial relations. As District Collector of Ernakulam, he earned widespread recognition as one of the finest administrators the district has ever witnessed. His tenure as Mayor of Cochin Corporation in the 1980s is a testament to his visionary urban planning. Even today, those who witnessed that era speak with admiration of his enduring contributions.
It is my proud privilege to call upon our chief guest, Shri M.P. Joseph IAS, to deliver the keynote address. Sir, please.
Thank you all very much. Thank you especially for that introduction. I don't think I deserve that introduction, but it was lovely to hear it. Thank you very much. Most Reverend Father Benny Nelkara CMI, Provincial of the Kochi province of the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate, CMI, manager of this group of institutions here at Rajagiri. Reverend Dr. Matthew Vatatara, CMI, director of the Rajagiri group of institutions here. Reverend Father Ajish, who's your vice principal, isn't it? Associate director, I'm so sorry. And Dr. Lali Matthew, your principal, who welcomed all of us. Thank you all. Thank you for your welcome. But most of all, let me address myself to the youngsters here, about 200, 300 of you, joining the Rajagiri group of institutions, joining the Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences for the first time, looking out for a career. And I suppose more than all that, the parents at the back, I think they give us encouragement that the parents are solidly, literally, and in every figurative way behind the awards, their children, when they enter the portals of Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. For me, it is, I suppose, a tremendous opportunity to be able to speak to these youngsters, especially here at this Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. I must say I was thoroughly overawed by what I saw when I entered. This huge auditorium, almost completely filled. Parents at the back, students in the front, the faculty in the front rows. The huge numbers present here. All the parents coming in large numbers. I was overawed. You could easily have dropped me with a feather at the Ranga Puja, the dance. So many young girls dancing in unison, not a step out of place, everything to perfection. It would have, I think they deserve a big round of applause, your children. I don't think even a Filmfare Award conducted in Bombay would have been so meticulously planned and so very well executed. Tremendous work. Congratulations once again. And then we saw the interreligious prayer session. Verses from the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, the Quran, made us realize that there is a God above all of us, and that whatever we are here, we are here because of the grace of that Almighty, whatever you call him, Christ or Allah or Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. It's because of that grace that we are all here. It's because of that grace I am standing and talking to you. You students are sitting in front of me. The parents are there behind you. So it was an overpowering moment. It was an overall moment for me when I entered here. I certainly did not expect so much. So it's a pleasure to be here at this initiation ceremony, Deeksharambham as you call it, 2025, where you start to give more concrete measures to the hopes and aspirations that you all have in your hearts and minds. Also to give concretize the hopes to some extent of your parents, their feelings for you. So this is a great day for you, and I'm proud to be here. I'm very happy, more than pride. I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted that the management, Dr. Nelkara and others, chose to invite me. I feel humbled, absolutely. I feel also humbled because we are all here at the Rajagiri group of institutions. Now, I don't have to tell you, Rajagiri group of institutions has within a short time, maybe 20 years, 25 years, established a tremendous name for itself. If you say Rajagiri, Kerala recognizes you, India recognizes you. Certainly in South India and Kerala, it is the best of the best. All this happened in just 2 decades. In 20 years, 25 years, they have transformed the educational scenario of Kerala. They've Malayalam idoru paatundallo. Adukkum mele vera level. In education, adukkum mele vera level they've taken the education in Kerala. We don't need foreign institutions, I think. They're welcome, of course. I have nothing against them. When Rajagiri is here, why do you need to import others from abroad? They are extremely good. They understand the pulse of the students. They understand the pulse of the nation. So it is great. It is, in a way, extremely fortunate that you are all here. Rajagiri has changed the educational face of Kerala and South India and maybe India. And I'm sure Rajagiri will change all of you sitting in front of me, youngsters. It will mold you, not merely academically, but in terms of humanity, in terms of humility, in terms of being a nice person. So it not only has good colleges, it has good hospitals, good social work institutions, and a host of other things. It is therefore something that will mold you to be a better person, not merely academically, as Father Nelkara said, but in every possible way, spiritually, mentally, as a human being. And that is what it will do for you. The CMI, as Father Nalkara mentioned briefly, was the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate was set up about 200 years ago. They're leaders in education today. I don't have to repeat that. They are leaders in education today. Now, I must mention a word about how the CMI became what it is. Father mentioned it very briefly, and I think as an outsider, I can mention it with greater emphasis. All that you see, all the Rajagiri institutions, not only the Rajagiri institutions, but the Sacred Heart colleges, so many else that you see in Kerala, it was all because of one person, just one person, who looked 200 years ahead. Somebody who was born in 1805, if I'm not mistaken, yes. That is 220 years ago. One person in a Kerala that was 200 years ago, very different from what we see today. One person with a vision who brought in change, which was unthinkable till then. He changed not only what was existing in the 1800s, in 1805 or 1820 or 25, he has changed things 200, he has changed things today. That is what a man of vision is. And that is what Father, now Saint, Kuriakose Elias Chavara is all about. You must have all heard about him. Nobody in Kerala would not have heard about him. Father Kuriakose Elias was a visionary. But more than that, he was a social transformer. He, on the one hand, changed society. On the other hand, he changed education. If I'm standing here and talking to you today, if you are sitting there in front of me, if your parents are sitting behind you, it's because of this one person called Father Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavara. He was a social transformer. Much before social transformation became very popular in Kerala. You must remember that he was born nearly 30, 40 years ago before Sri Narayana Guru, who transformed society in Kerala. 50 or 40 years before Sri Narayana Guru was born, here was a gentleman born in a small village who transformed the social landscape of Kerala. He brought in the concept of equality. He brought in this idea that there can't be a superior caste or an inferior caste, that there cannot be outcasts, there can't be people who cannot be touched or seen. So when he started a school, and he brought an educational transformation. I repeat what I said earlier. If I'm speaking to you today and you're listening to me, it's all because of this one person who 200 years ago, on the one hand, transformed society by bringing the concept of equality, and then transformed education in Kerala. His how do you call it? His slogan, a fistful of rice, a handful of rice, and a bunch of coconuts. Oru pidi ari, oru kola thenga. He asked only for that small sacrifice from his people. Give me a fistful of rice. Give me a handful of rice. Give me a bunch of coconuts, and I will transform the education scene for you. And that's what he did. With handfuls of rice collected from many, many households, from bunches of coconuts that he collected from thousands upon thousands of households, he set up schools, Pallikudam. Because every church, every palli had to have a school next to it. That was what his concept was. A school with every church. Education is the best form of spirituality when you are educated right. And there began this concept. Now people talk, I suppose there are management students and others here. There are people who talk about how to start industries. There is management here. You've heard about crowdfunding. Small people contributing small amounts to collect billions of dollars or billions of rupees to start up a venture. Perhaps the first crowdfunder in history was Father Kuriakose Elias. With a small fistful of rice that he collected, he set up institutions which have grown so big today. Look at this auditorium. Amazing, isn't it? I walked in nervously because it was such a huge place. I never expected this. I'm coming here for the first time. He was the first crowdfunder, if not in the world, certainly in Kerala. A crowdfunder whose work now spans over 2 centuries. He has transformed education in the state. I say all this because if one man can change society, and in the schools, let me not forget that. And these schools, they were egalitarian schools. It was not a school where only the upper caste, only the high caste could attend. Every caste, including what was then outcast, everybody sat together and learned. Education and learning was not limited. Deeksharambham is not limited to a certain group, certain caste, or a class. It's for everybody. That concept of social equality, he brought in through his educational institutions. 200 years ago, remember. And so he was the first reformer in Kerala, much before. I'm in no way, in any way reducing the great importance of Sri Narayana Guru, who transformed our state like nothing else. Ayangali and so many others. But he was the first among them. We don't remember that very often. And I think it's very important to remember when you study in a Rajagiri institution, an institution set up because of the work of Saint Chavara Kuriakose Elias, it's important to remember that. I say all this to you youngsters because if one person can change society, if one person can change can transform education, not only here but in Bangalore and various other places, then you can do it too. You are that one person. If you got the right vision, if you got the right energy, you can also change the world. Don't think that it is only for our Father Kuriakose Elias who can do it. If he can do it, you can also do it. You have a calling. And if that spirit in each one of you, if you can ignite it like those lights we ignited on your behalf this morning, that Deeksharambham, then you can also change the world. Maybe 200 years from now, somebody will remember your name and be speaking like I speak of Father Kuriakose Elias. Somebody will be speaking about your name. That is how you should work towards it. So work towards that. Don't think that this is possible only for a few selected persons. If it's possible for Father Kuriakose Elias, it's possible for each one of you. And you can transform society, you can transform education, you can transform humanity, make the world a greater place, a better place. Therefore, I must again reiterate what I said. You are all very fortunate to be here. You're all very fortunate that you are in not only one of the best institutions that Kerala has, the South India has, and India has, but perhaps in an institution that instills values in you. You heard the eight values that Father Benny Nalkara spoke to us. I hope you heard of, you imbibed each one of them. It's very important because this is what makes you different from the rest of the crowd, the values that you have. And he said a few things which I think I would like to repeat even at the sake of repetition. He mentioned something, I don't know whether you heard it. He said, there'll be failures in life. Yeah, there will be failures in life. Don't think any of us reached here without failures. I failed so often. The first time I wrote the civil service, I didn't get it. We had only 3 chances then, and you had to make it fast if you want to get into the civil service. As mentioned here, I didn't make it to the IAS, I made it to the Indian Police Service, which is not something I wanted. I'm not fit to be a policeman. I wore uniform for 1 year and did all my training in the National Police Academy, Sardar Patel National Police Academy in Hyderabad, but that is not something I liked. I wanted to be in the IAS, so I wrote again. So failures are a part of life. Who has not failed in life? Every child falls 100 times before the child can stand up. You fall when the child is 8 months old, 10 months old, it falls down. Does it stop trying? It doesn't. It stands up, it falls down, the mother comes and picks it up, it cries a little bit, and then tries to walk again. If it didn't stand up, if it didn't try to stand up 100 times, I wouldn't be if I didn't try to stand up 100 times after I fell, if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be sitting in front of me, I wouldn't be standing in front of you. So failures are a part of it. And I recently had a major failure, which I think that was not said here. I'm also not part-time, I'm a politician. I'm a full-time politician. I stood for the elections in 2021. I stood from Kasaragod district, 2021 assembly elections, from a constituency called Trikkaripur, which is just north of Payyanur, which is more famous to all of you. I was a UDF candidate. It's an LDF stronghold. That's the place where from Nayanar won twice with huge majority, EMS won once. I thought I'll win because I was in the IAS, so that is a plus point. I've got a very fairly clean record. Nobody can accuse me of corruption or any such things. And then I don't know if you know, I'm also the son-in-law of Sri K.M. Mani. So with all those qualifications, I was sure I would win. But even Manorama News conducted a survey, and they said that I was leading by 3 points or 4 points. Now, Trikaripur is one place where since 1956, nobody other than the Marxist Party has won. And here I was going there and trying to win a seat. I thought I would win because there was a lot of public support for me. But then when the results came, I had lost terribly. That was a tremendous loss. I mean, when you think you're going to win and then you lose, you collapse, your confidence goes. I cried at this age. There'll be failures in your life. But then remember, you don't have to clap for me. Thank you so much, but for that. There'll be failures in your life. But stand up, the point I'm making is, but I've continued strongly in politics. I hope to stand the next elections if I'll get a seat, and I hope this time I'll make it. Failures are a part of life. If you give up the first effort, second effort, you're not going to make it. You know who the greatest failure in history was? The greatest failure in history was Jesus Christ. He was a man who was telling the world this and that, beat on the right cheek. If you hit me on the right cheek, show the left cheek. Love not merely your friends, because even thugs and crooks can love their friends. Love your enemies, which is so difficult. Now, having said all this, there he was, one day crucified on a cross with his arms stretched. A total failure. Wearing all his clothes stripped off, and Father was speaking of a crown. He was wearing a crown of thorns on his head. Complete failure. Everything that he stood for was negated. So Christ was a total failure. But then, remember, he rose again from the dead after 3 days. When you fail, remember, you will rise again. Maybe after 3 hours, maybe after 3 days, maybe after 3 weeks, after 3 months, 3 years, who knows? But you will rise up again. So don't be afraid of failures. If Christ could fail and then rise up after 3 days, why not each one of you? Don't be afraid of failures at all. And that's the first point I'd like to make. The second, very quickly, I think I'm running short of time. I've been given 30 minutes. I think I've done 20 minutes of it. Another thing you should also remember that you're all very lucky youngsters, 17, 18-year-olds. Extremely lucky. You live in a world of metros, of 6-lane highways, of Vande Bharats, of smartphones, of WhatsApp, of internet, etc. Now, you're born into it. As to a manor born is a phrase they use in English. In a sense, you're born into a manor, a palace, a castle, a great place. We were not born into it. Your parents were not born into it. Your grandfather, grandmother was not born into it. Your great-grandfather, your great-grandmother, they were not born into it. You were born into it. And remember, you have done nothing to make this place what Kerala or India or the world, what it is today. You've just been born into it. You got this because your parents gave birth to you. They gave birth to you. You have done absolutely, just think about it. Have you done anything to make Kerala or Cochin or India or the world what it is today? So if you see 6-lane highways, if you see Vande Bharat, if you see metros, if you see, or if you use your smartphone day in and day out, remember, this is all because of the sacrifices made by your parents sitting at the back. It's they who sacrificed their life, they who sacrificed, they worked hard to give you this life. They're behind you, they're sitting behind you, still supporting you. They have made what the world is today into which they gave you birth. It is they who sacrificed, and their parents, your grandfather, your grandmother, their parents, great-grandmother, great-grandmother, all the way. Tremendous sacrifices. I know the sacrifices my father made. It's our parents' sacrifices that have brought us here. So remember that you have not done nothing. I'm tempted to use a dirty word, I won't. You have done absolutely nothing to make the world what it is today. It's what your parents did. So you have to be completely always beholden to them, and to their parents, and to their parents, and so on. So remember that. So it's very important for you when you start Deeksharambham 2025 today to remember your parents, to say a word of praise and gratitude for them for what they have done to you. They made this possible for you. Remember them always. And therefore, if your generations past have done so much for you that you are now staying in this beautiful auditorium, lovely mics, beautiful air-conditioned settings, lovely sofas, lovely seats, lovely college and everything else, smartphones and whatnot, if they have given it to you, then remember you have a responsibility too. And what is your responsibility? Your responsibility is very simple. Your parents have bequeathed a great world to you. Your responsibility is to see that you bequeath, when you become adults, you similarly bequeath a good world, I would say a better world, to your children, to their children, to the next generation. The world that you got is a tremendously beautiful place. Please don't degrade it. Make it a better place. So when you spend your life on earth, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, then remember to make that world a better place so that what you got from your parents, this great lovely place, you hand over to your children and to your grandchildren in a slightly better place. If you can improve very much on it, nothing like it. Don't degrade it. Don't make it worse than it is today. That is the responsibility that is cast on you for the sacrifices your parents made, your grandparents made, their parents, and all the way up they made for you. Without that sacrifice, we wouldn't be where you are, where we are today. One more little thing, and I'll try to wind up. One more little point. You all have your ambitions. That ambition might never get fulfilled. And I always quote the example of trees. The plants, the flowers, they never have a chance to tell us where to plant them. We plant it where we like, in our garden, in Rajagiri, in a horticultural, in a greenhouse, wherever. Be like the plants. But wherever you plant them, they bloom, they produce flowers. And like them, remember that wherever you're planted, you want to work in Dubai, you get a job in Lucknow or in Assam. You don't like the place. But learn to bloom where you are planted, like the mango tree, like the jackfruit tree, which produces fruits wherever it is planted. You plant it in Rajagiri or in your house or in a dirty backyard, it still produces the best fruits, govas and sweet mangoes and jackfruits and whatnot. Remember to be like them. Do your bloom where you're planted. The deserts of Dubai, Saudi, of the Gulf today are blooming because some sheikhs decided that we are not going to go and live in London and New York. We will transform our desert. Transform the deserts where you're planted into beautiful gardens. That's very important. I think I'll try and conclude what I have to say with a word to the parents here. There's so many of them. I feel so happy that so many of you are sitting here to back up your children, literally behind them. Remember, parents, you have a major role to play in the bringing up of your children. It is you who show them the way. It's your example, your model. My parents were an example to me. And if I can claim to be not so bad, then that's because of the example my parents gave me. You have to be an example to your children. They're watching you all the time. They imbibe many things you say. And even if they shout at you today, even if they quarrel with you today, they're going to remember it. I have felt very unhappy with my father. But today, I can remember him only with gratitude. He's the one who told me, "Moneni IAS avada." He was in the Indian Economic Service and he realized that the IAS was far better a career than anything else. So he put that in my head. Put that ambition in your child's head. Not only the ambition to succeed in life, but to be good in life. Give that's a major role you have to play. Don't shirk that responsibility because you think your children might dislike you. They might dislike you. Which child has not disliked their parents at some point of time or the other? I've also felt terrible at times when my father has scolded me, beaten me. My mother has scolded me, beaten me. But today I remember them with tremendous gratitude. So they will dislike you. They might say something very terrible. Don't mind it. Become a model. You are their your biggest influence. Most importantly, I think it's very important these days. Teach them what is right and what is wrong. Today we have, especially the new generation, has forgotten which is the right path and which is the wrong path. We don't know which is right and which is wrong. Whatever our friends or whatever their friends tell them, they think is right. No. You got to tell them, son, this is wrong. Don't do it. Learn to say no. അരുത് എന്ന് പറയാൻ പഠിക്കണം. മോനെ ഇത് ചെയ്യരുത്, മോനെ ഇത് ചെയ്യരുത്, ഇത് തെറ്റാണ് എന്ന് പറയാനുള്ള ചങ്കൂറ്റം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും വേണം. അത് പറയുമ്പോഴാണ് അവർക്ക് വിഷമമുണ്ടാവും. They'll feel unhappy. But they might even sulk maybe a few days. But they'll realize that you have transformed their lives. So teach them what is right from wrong. Learn to say no. When things are going wrong, tell your daughter, tell your son that this is not acceptable. I will not accept this. Stop behaving like this. Stop asking for another smartphone. Stop asking for whatever they are asking for. So that's very important. It's as a father, I know it's very difficult to say no. I felt very hurt when I've said no to my son and my daughter. But today I'm glad I did, because hopefully they have turned out to be in the right path. So learn to say no. Say it sweetly. Say it nicely, but say it firmly. Say a no. അരുത് എന്നുള്ളത് വളരെ ശക്തിയായിട്ട് വളരെ സന്തോഷത്തോടു കൂടെ സ്നേഹത്തോടു കൂടെ പറയൂ. But learn to say no. The world is a very bad place. And once they get out into the world 5 years from now, they will have to learn to accept no. If you say yes, yes, yes to all of them, and later when they step out into the world is not going to say yes to their desires. It's going to say no. 99% or 90% of the time, the world will say no. So they have to learn to understand that there is a no in life, that some things cannot be done. And you got to teach them to do that. So that's very important. Prepare them for that bad place that the world is. I'll also quote a little bit from something you may all have heard from this Lebanese poet, Khalil Gibran. He has written a book called The Prophet. Many of you have read it, but I think it's worth reading it again. And in that there is this little section called Children. The prophet is explaining to a mother who carries a baby to him and asks him to explain what children are or who children are. And he says, and that's very also important. Khalil Gibran says in The Prophet about children, and you must remember about all this, your children are not your children. Very strange, isn't it? But your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. We have no ownership of our children. It's because God or Christ or Allah or Brahma wanted humanity to continue that your children are born to you. They are not your own. They are not your property. You don't own them. And he goes on further to say they come through you. നിങ്ങളിൽ നിന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്. നിങ്ങളിൽ കൂടെയാണ് വരുന്നത്. They come through you, but not from you. They are not from you. They are from a higher source. So they come through you, but not from you. So you don't own them. They are not your property. And though they are with you, they don't belong to you. They are not your property. They are with you, yes, but they are not your property. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts. We can't put our thoughts into their heads, for they have thoughts of their own. They live in a different world. And you will never be, and he goes on to say that, you may house their bodies, but not their souls. You can give them a place to stay, but their mind is their own. Their soul is their own. And for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow. Their souls live in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit. Not even in your dreams, because tomorrow we will not be there. You will not be there. Only they will be there. We will be dead and gone. If my father came back now, if my mother came back now, if my grandfather came back now, they can't live, because they wouldn't know what a metro is, what a smartphone is, what internet is, what WhatsApp is, what Facebook is. Similarly, when we are dead and gone, come back 20 years from now, after we are dead and gone, they'll be living in a strange world, your children, when we'll know nothing about it. We cannot visit that world, not even in our dreams, because their souls, they live in tomorrow, we live in today. I may be living in yesterday, but you are living today, but they live in tomorrow. So don't impose ourselves on them, is what Khalil Gibran says, and I think it's very important for us to remember all that. And I'll switch over to Malayalam because there's something, if you give me 2 more minutes, I'll complete. This is something which... ഞാൻ ജനിച്ചത് ഒല്ലൂരാണ്. This is better said in Malayalam. So I suppose, is there anybody who doesn't understand Malayalam here? I hope not. എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാമെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. ഞാൻ ജനിച്ചത് ഒല്ലൂരാണ്. ഒല്ലൂർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ തൃശ്ശൂരിനടുത്ത്. എൻ്റെ വീട് പള്ളിയുടെ അടുത്തായിരുന്നു. അമ്മ ഒല്ലൂരിൽ നിന്നാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പള്ളിയുടെ അടുത്ത് ഈ വൈകിട്ട് 7 മണിക്ക് കുരിശുമണി അടിക്കും, ആഞ്ചലസ് അടിച്ചാൽ എല്ലാവരും മുട്ടുകുത്തി ജപമാല ചൊല്ലും, കൊന്തെത്തിക്കും. അപ്പം എനിക്ക് 3 പെങ്ങന്മാരാണ്, ഞാൻ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കൊരു മകനാണ്. എൻ്റെ അപ്പന് 5 or 6 പെങ്ങന്മാരായിരുന്നു, അപ്പൻ ഒറ്റ മകനാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഒറ്റ മകൻ എന്നൊക്കെയുള്ള ആ ഒരു സവിശേഷത എനിക്കൊരു പ്രത്യേകത തന്നിരുന്നു വീട്ടിൽ. ആൺകുട്ടി, അന്ന് ആൺകുട്ടികൾക്കൊക്കെ വലിയ കാര്യമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ എനിക്ക് 5-6 വയസ്സുള്ളപ്പോഴേക്കും ബാക്കി എല്ലാവരും മുട്ടുകുത്തി കുരിശൊക്കെ വരയ്ക്കുമ്പോൾ, കൊന്ത ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ എന്നെ നിർബന്ധിക്കില്ല, മുട്ടുകുത്താനൊന്നും പറയില്ല. പക്ഷെ ഇതെല്ലാം കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം ഞാൻ പലയിടത്തും പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്, കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ക്ഷമിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ ഇതെല്ലാം കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം എൻ്റെ അമ്മ എന്നെ വിളിക്കും. എന്നെ ജോമോൻ എന്നാണ് വീട്ടിൽ വിളിക്കുന്നത്. അമ്മ വിളിച്ചിട്ട് അമ്മ എന്നെ അടുത്തിരുത്തി, മുട്ടുകുത്തിച്ചോ ഇരുത്തിച്ചോ ഓർക്കുന്നില്ല, എടുത്തിട്ട് തലയിൽ കൈവച്ചുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് വേണ്ടി മാത്രം ഒരു പ്രാർത്ഥന, കൊന്തയൊക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം എനിക്ക് വേണ്ടി മാത്രം പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കും. ആ പ്രാർത്ഥന കുറേ കാലം ഞാൻ മറന്നുപോയി. നീ ഇടയ്ക്ക് അത് ഓർമ്മ വന്നിട്ട് വിട്ടു പോകുന്നില്ല. ആ പ്രാർത്ഥന ദൈവത്തിനോടുള്ള പ്രാർത്ഥനയാണ്. അമ്മ പറയുന്നത് ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്, അതായത് തലയിൽ കൈവച്ചിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ പറയുന്നത്, ദൈവമേ ജോമോന് ആയുസ്സും, ലോങ് ലൈഫ്, ആരോഗ്യവും, വെറുതെ 90 വയസ്സ് വരെയ്ക്ക് ജീവിച്ചിട്ട് കാര്യം, ആരോഗ്യത്തോടു കൂടെ ജീവിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ ദൈവമേ ജോമോന് ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യവും സന്മാർഗബോധവും, what I said earlier, the ability to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong, what can be done, what cannot be done, വെളിച്ചം എവിടെ, ഇരുട്ടെവിടെ, സത്യം എവിടെ, അസത്യം എവിടെ, മരണം എവിടെ, മരണമില്ലാത്ത ജീവിതം എവിടെ, ആ നന്മയും തിന്മയിൽ നിന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനുള്ള ആ ഒരു വിവേകം, ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യവും സന്മാർഗബോധവും, the ability to distinguish right from wrong. ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യം സന്മാർഗബോധം, സ്ഥിരമായ ദൈവവിശ്വാസവും. നമ്മുടെയൊക്കെ മുകളിലൊരു ദൈവമുണ്ട്, ഒരു കർത്താവുണ്ട്, ഒരു അള്ളാവുണ്ട്, ഒരു ബ്രഹ്മാവുണ്ട്, ഒരു ശിവനുണ്ട്, ഒരു പാർവതിയുണ്ട് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു കഴിവ്. ഈ 4 കാര്യങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി അമ്മ എല്ലാ ദിവസവും എന്നെ തലയിൽ കൈവച്ച് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കായിരുന്നു. ദൈവമേ ജോമോന് ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യവും സന്മാർഗബോധവും സ്ഥിരമായ ദൈവവിശ്വാസവും നൽകണേ എന്ന്. അത് ഈ ഇടയ്ക്ക് എൻ്റെ തലയിൽ കുറേ കാലം മറന്നു കിടക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. വയസ്സാകുമ്പോൾ പഴയ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഓർമ്മ വന്നു. ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ഈ ദീക്ഷാരംഭം 25 നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് എൻ്റെ മുമ്പിലിരിക്കുന്ന ഈ ദീക്ഷാരംഭത്തിൽ പങ്കുചേരുന്ന കുട്ടികൾക്കും അവരുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കൾക്കും ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ അമ്മ എനിക്ക് തന്ന അനുഗ്രഹം ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും അനുഗ്രഹം പകർത്തി തരാണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്ന ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. ദൈവമേ, അങ്ങ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ആയുസ്സും, നീണ്ട ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യത്തോടുള്ള ആയുസ്സും സന്മാർഗബോധവും, നല്ലതേതാണ്, ശരിയേതാണ്, തെറ്റേതാണ്, നന്മ ഏതാണ് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനുള്ള കഴിവ്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യവും സന്മാർഗബോധവും, ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യവും സന്മാർഗബോധവും സ്ഥിരമായ ഒരു വിശ്വാസം നമ്മളിലൊക്കെ മുകളിൽ. ഇതൊന്നും നമ്മുടെ കഴിവ് കൊണ്ടല്ല, നോട്ട് ബൈ ആർ മെറിറ്റ് ബട്ട് ബൈ ഹിസ് ഗ്രേസ്. എനിക്ക് പ്രസംഗിക്കാൻ സമ്മതിക്കുന്നത്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് രാജഗിരിയിൽ അഡ്മിഷൻ കിട്ടുന്നത്, നിങ്ങളുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കൾക്ക് വലിയ ജോലിയൊക്കെ ഉള്ളതൊന്നൊക്കെ നമ്മുടെ കഴിവ് കൊണ്ടാണെന്ന് തെറ്റിദ്ധരിക്കാതെ, നോട്ട് ബൈ മൈ മെറിറ്റ് ബട്ട് ബൈ ഹിസ് ഗ്രേസ് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും ആ അമ്മ എനിക്ക് നേർന്നു തന്ന 4 അനുഗ്രഹങ്ങൾ, ആയുസ്സും ആരോഗ്യവും സന്മാർഗബോധവും സ്ഥിരമായ ദൈവവിശ്വാസവും സർവശക്തനായ നമ്മുടെ മുകളിലിരിക്കുന്ന പരമേശ്വരൻ ദൈവം, ആ അല്ലാഹു നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും തരട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിച്ചുകൊണ്ട്, പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട്, അനുഗ്രഹിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ ഉപസംഹരിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം, ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.
Thank you, sir, for those motivating words. Your ability to connect with the audience and deliver the message with enthusiasm was truly inspiring. Attention, please. The car numbers KL43J807, KL07DB5892, KL40C0835 is blocking the parking entrance. The owners of the cars are requested to report to the parking lot immediately. I repeat the car numbers: KL43J807, KL07DB5892, KL40C0835.
Now, let me invite our director, Reverend Dr. Matthew Vattatra CMI, who has been a profoundly influential figure at Rajagiri, to address the gathering. Father, please.
Sri MP Joseph IAS, Chief Guest of the Day, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, our manager and provincial, Reverend Father Ajesh Padisheri, Associate Director, Dr. Lali Matthew, Principal, esteemed guests, faculty, both teaching and non-teaching, dear parents, and most importantly, my dear new students. I'm very happy to extend a warm welcome to our new students to the college. Today marks a significant milestone in your academic journey, and we are thrilled to have you on board. But remember that, see, when you step into this college, or when you step into this new chapter of your life by joining this college, you are not entering just a place of learning, but you are becoming part of a vibrant community, a grand noble family, Rajagiri family, which is part of the CMI family. Father Manager already explained to you what the mission and vision of that family is, or what that family stands for, what are the qualities, what are the attributes that the members of this family should have. Or in other words, when you finish your education in this college, what are the attributes, what are the qualities, what are the values you should be having? You should be becoming good human beings, and you should be able to contribute to the community, or you should be able to make our world a better place to live in. So I wish once again all of you to that family, and you become the real sons and daughters of that family. Now, dear students, I want to extend my sincere, hearty congratulations to you, because it is your hard work and dedication that have brought you to this moment. You are embarking on this thriving journey. You should remember that the college life is a time to explore, to find for exploration of self-discovery, and growth. Also, you should remember the college is is a place where dreams are nurtured, passions are ignited, and futures are shaped. Therefore, what I have to tell you is you have to be bold, you have to be curious, you have to be open to new experiences. And here, the staff, the faculty and staff are all here to support you in your every step of that way, that passage, that journey. And I can assure you that we are committed to providing you with a world-class education, cutting-edge facilities, and providing a supportive environment that fosters growth and development. So what I have to tell you, the students, is make use of these opportunities and become great human beings. Now, my dear parents, we express our deepest gratitude to you for entrusting the education development of your children with us. We assure you that we will do everything in our power to guide and develop your children. So you are our partners. So let us move together to achieve this goal. Now, once again, wishing the freshers an enriching and fulfilling college life, I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your words of wisdom and valuable insights. As we move on to honor our university rank holders of the academic year 2024-25, I call upon Anjana Manoj and Ashwin Wilson to take over.
Let us celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of our rank holders, whose achievements reflect not only their intellect, but also their tenacity and spirit. I, Anjana Manoj,
and I, Ashwin Wilson,
from the Department of English, are here to take you through the celebration of victory. The students of our college are blessed in their exceptional academic achievements with several university ranks. Adding to the pride, this year we have 45 university rank holders.
As we recognize their outstanding performance for their remarkable dedication and hard work, I request the rank holders to come forward and receive their prize.
I request the Honorable Chief Guest, Sri MP Joseph IAS and Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI to honor the rank holders.
We have Alina Augustin and Aisha Mole of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism securing the first rank position. Inviting Ironess Zone of BCom Model to Logistics Management and Fatima M. Jamal of BCom Model to Marketing, who bagged first rank in the university examination.
With second ranks, we have Anna Rose of BCom Model to Logistics Management and Jeeva B of BA Animation and Graphic Design. Sara Cicely Abraham and Alana Ann Vinod of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism secured second and third ranks respectively.
Securing third rank in the MG University examination, we have Anupama Jidesh of the Department of Computer Science and Merin Kurian of BCom Model to Marketing. Here comes Sheetal Maria Binu of BCom Model 1 Finance and Taxation and Shivani R of Department of Management securing the third rank.
With the fourth ranks, we have Adrian V. Peter of BCom Model 2 Marketing and Grace Mridura Raphael from the Department of Management. Securing the fourth rank, here comes Jenna Anna Paul of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism and Shivaranjani S of Department of Management. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Father.
Now I invite Reverend Father Dr. Matthew Attadara CMI and Reverend Father Ajish Puducherry CMI to honor the rank holders. Securing 5th rank in the MG University examination, we have Akhil Isaac of BCom Model to Logistics Management and Adra Binu of Department of Computer Science.
Lakshmi Sriram of BCom Model 1 Finance and Taxation and Merlin Shaju of the Department of Management secured 5th rank in the university examination. Inviting the 5th rank holders, Rose Maria Reggie and Varsha Susan of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism.
Here comes the 6th rank holders, Maria Jose of Department of Computer Science and Kogila PL of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism. In absence of Maria Jose, her parent will collect the same. Suraja NP of Model to Marketing and Pooja Suresh of BCom Model to Finance and Taxation secured 6th rank in the university examination. Following them, we have Therese Thomas Patara of Department of Management bagging the 6th rank in the MG University examination.
Thank you, Father. I now request Reverend Father Ajish Puducherry CMI and Dr. Lally Matthew to do the honors. With the 7th ranks, we have Diya Anil of BCom Model 2 Logistics and Gayatri S of BCom Model 2 Marketing. On behalf of Gayatri S, her parent will receive the same. Inviting the 7th rank holders, H.S. Gopika of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism and Ria R. Anna from the Department of Computer Science.
Alvin Anthony of BCom Model to Logistics and Nevin Anthony of BCom Model to Marketing secured 8th rank in the university examination. In the absence of Nevin Anthony, his parent will collect the same. Here comes the 8th rank holders, Merlin Boban of BCom Model 1 Computer Application and Vishnupriya V of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism.
inviting the 9th rank holder, K.N. Nasrin Fatimajan of BCom Model 2 Logistics.
Rosemary from the Department of Computer Science secured 9th rank and Anaga S of BCom Model to Logistics bagged 10th rank in the university examination. Inviting the 10th rank holders, we have Anina Edathanal of BCom Model 1 Computer Application and Blessed Manu from BCom Model 2 Computer Application.
We also have Melinda Joji of BA English Literature, Communication and Journalism securing 10th rank in the MG University examination. We are extremely happy to announce that Sania Sabu of the PG Department of Commerce successfully completed the AICPA Strategic Finance Certificate examination for the students pursuing CMA US. Thank you, Father. Thank you, ma'am. We now request the rank holders to join the dignitaries on stage for a group photograph.
I kindly request the rank holders to join the dignitaries on stage for a group photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause to these individuals for their remarkable commitment and achievement. Your exemplary performance is a source of pride and inspiration for everyone in our college. Your achievements serve as an inspiration to strive for greatness and reach new heights. Once again, congratulations on your achievement. Thank you all. Kindly be seated.
Drugs are the enemies of ambition and hope. And when we fight against drugs, we are fighting for the future. Together, let's raise our voices and take a firm stand for a drug-free tomorrow. I now invite Ms. Tessie Biju, Student Council Advisor, to lead the oath-taking against drugs. All are requested to kindly rise. Ma'am, please.
മാനവരാശിയെ തകർക്കുന്ന മയക്കുമരുന്ന് എന്ന യാഥാർത്ഥ്യം ഞാൻ തിരിച്ചറിയുന്നു. ലഹരി വസ്തുക്കളുടെ ഉപയോഗം അത് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന വ്യക്തിയോടൊപ്പം കുടുംബത്തെയും സമൂഹത്തെയും പൂർണ്ണമായും നശിപ്പിക്കുമെന്നും ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു. ഒരു പൗരൻ എന്ന നിലയിൽ ജീവിതവും സേവനവുമാണ് ലഹരി എന്ന ആശയം എൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിലും കുടുംബത്തിലും തൊഴിലിടങ്ങളിലും പകർത്തുന്നതിനൊപ്പം സഹപ്രവർത്തകരിലും മറ്റുള്ളവരിലും ഈ ആശയം പകർത്തുന്നതിന് പ്രേരിപ്പിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യും. യാതൊരുവിധ ലഹരി വസ്തുക്കളും ഞാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കില്ല എന്നും എൻ്റെ കുടുംബത്തിലും പ്രവർത്തന മണ്ഡലത്തിലും സമൂഹത്തിലും അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള പ്രവണതകളെ നിയമപരമായി തടയേണ്ടത് എൻ്റെ ഉത്തരവാദിത്തമാണെന്ന് തിരിച്ചറിഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് ലഹരിമുക്ത നവകേരളം പടുത്തുയർത്തുവാൻ എൻ്റെ എല്ലാ കഴിവുകളും വിനിയോഗിച്ച് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുമെന്നും ഞാൻ ഇതിനാൽ പ്രതിജ്ഞ ചെയ്യുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു. കൈൻഡ്ലി ബി സീറ്റഡ്.
Thank you, ma'am. It's time to honor our esteemed guests for gracing this occasion with their presence.
I invite our provincial, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, to present a memento to our esteemed chief guest, Sri MP Joseph IAS, as a gesture of our heartfelt gratitude and affection. Sir, we kindly request you to accept this token of our sincere appreciation.
Thank you, Father. Now, I request our principal, Dr. Lally Matthew, to present the memento to Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI. Father, kindly accept this as a token of our love and gratitude. Thank you, ma'am.
As we near the conclusion of the program, I invite Ms. Sai Parvati Iyer, the Staff Secretary, to propose the vote of thanks.
Attention please, the vehicle number KL40P2757 is blocking the parking entrance. The owner of the car is requested to report to the parking lot immediately.
Respected Chief Guests, revered Provincial, Director, Associate Director, esteemed Principal, distinguished faculty members, cherished parents, and dear students, good afternoon to one and all. As the curtains fall on this momentous gathering, it becomes both privilege and a poetic duty to pause, to reflect and extend heartfelt gratitude. First and foremost, with humble hearts, thanks are offered to the divine providence. To the illustrious chief guest, Sri MP Joseph IAS, a beacon of wisdom and service, whose presence today, despite many pressing responsibilities, brought immense honor. The words shared did not merely fill the air, they stirred young minds, ignited aspirations, and left an indelible mark on every listener. On behalf of our CMAS fraternity, deep gratitude is extended to you, sir. Sincere appreciation flows to Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, Provincial and Manager, SH Province, whose steadfast vision and paternal care continually uplift the ethos of this CMI institution. Thank you, Father, for being both compass and cornerstone. To Reverend Dr. Matthew Wattathura CMI, the Director, whose integrity and unwavering pursuit of excellence serve as daily inspiration. Thank you for being the lighthouse guiding this ship through both calm and storm. Thank you, Father. Equal gratitude is owed to Reverend Father Ajish Puducherry CMI, Associate Director, whose infectious energy and constant support have infused every corner of this campus with warmth and vitality. Thank you, Father. Heartfelt thanks to Dr. Lally Matthew, the principal of the institution, whose nurturing leadership and academic vision turned today's blueprint into a living reality. Thank you, ma'am. To the ever-supportive parent community who traveled from far and near, entrusting this institution with the sacred task of shaping young lives. Sincere thanks to you all for standing by this shared educational mission. Gratitude is also reaches out to the dedicated faculty members. Special mention to the IQAC team, autonomy coordinator, heads of the departments, and heads of various Deeksharambham committee members, teaching staff, alumni, support staff whose quiet efforts behind the scenes stitch together the success witnessed today. Thank you for making this day seamless and special. Special appreciation is reserved for the vibrant student volunteers, the invisible architects of the day, whose dedication and creativity for proving that responsibility and enthusiasm can beautifully coexist. Well done. And finally, to the newly inducted Rajagirians, standing at the threshold of discovery and growth, may today be the first verse in the epic poem of college life. Thank you for choosing to be a part of this ever-growing Rajagiri legacy. As the day draws to a gentle close, may its memories linger long, its messages echo deep, and its spirit carry each one forward. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of gratitude. I kindly request the dignitaries and the audience to rise for the Rajagiri anthem.
Rajagiri on the hill of the king, read you as the guarantee, reaching out to souls come seeking, righteous way of true living. Feel the dream of searching minds, the beacon of light, with a vision to guide. Holding the mission to excel ever, bright in a learning endeavor. Training to transcend the limits of time, spreading its wings, surpassing the space, leading the way to integrity, from bondage to spirit of freedom. Rajagiri, ray of light, podcast and vision, luminous star on the learning horizon. Cherish the way you nourish your own. Pledge ourselves to do you proud.
Please be seated. On behalf of Rajagiri College of Management and Applied Sciences, I sincerely thank all the dignitaries for sparing their valuable time and taking effort to join us here.
I request the audience to kindly rise as the dignitaries leave. Please be seated.
Now, I invite Ms. Linda Rafi and Ms. Mirsha E.T. from the Department of English to take over the stage and lead you through the orientation session.
Everyone, please be seated. The orientation session will commence shortly. I repeat, everyone, please be seated. The orientation session will commence shortly. Now we move on to the orientation session, Getting Ready for a Bright Future by a resource person, Dr. Manoj Menon, a senior faculty member at Rajgiri College of Social Sciences.
Dr. Manoj brings over 22 years of experience in human resource management, academics, and leadership. He has been on the boards of examinations in the capacity of chairman in Mahatma Gandhi University and Kerala University.
He has served as a visiting scholar in the USA. He has also served as the principal of Rajgiri College of Management and Applied Sciences. Sir, we invite you to deliver the session.
Respected teachers, members of staff, parents, and my dear students. I feel very proud to be standing here because, as was told in the introduction, I was the person who was responsible for setting up this college. I remember those times in 2005 when we started off with just about 80 students. And what I hear now is that this college has grown up and now has nearly 2,000 students. To stand in front of the latest batch of students entering the portals of this institution, I'm indeed feeling extremely happy and thankful to God. There were certain visions that we had when we started off with this institution. In fact, in history, when you look at it, Rajgiri had institutions starting from kindergarten right up to PhDs, except they didn't have a college which offered graduation. So it was in one of those meetings that we sat that the management discussed about starting an undergraduate college. And I was there in that meeting, and we decided, okay, why not? We'll start one. We went in for the approvals, waited for 2 years without any response, and one fine morning, we got the approvals to start the institution. And that is how Rajgiri College of Management and Applied Sciences took shape. I was referring back to the vision we had at that point of time because, as being the first principal, I had to outline what we want to see and what we want to do as part of this college and what we do in this college. And the first thing that came to mind was the purpose of education. I'm addressing both the parents and the students here. I'm fully aware of that. And what is the purpose of education was the first question. Well, I don't know how many of you know this, but education basically means enabling children to form in such a manner that they can live a good life. That's all. Not your degrees, not your qualifications, but just helping you to live a good life. So we decided we'll start off with that. And then what is so special about undergraduation? What we understand is that the present system, you were in school till last year, you are in a college from this year onwards. It is a shift that is happening from where you were called as children to where you will be called as men and women. The formation has to be such that you're worthy of being called a man or a woman. And when I say this, at this point I have to remind you that at this juncture, we have three important groups of people who are going to play a significant role in our life. I will talk about all the three groups. I will start with the most important group, and that consists of your parents here. When I'm addressing, I am talking to both students and parents. And what I have to tell both of you, and especially students, is for whichever group I am talking about, it will always start with the word respect. And I'll keep telling this, that love will come after respect. So as parents who play a very important role in your life, or rather they have played a very important role in your life, to help you to be where you are right now, sitting where you are right now. Not just that they have given life to you, but the fact that they have protected you, they have nurtured you, they have seen you grow, help you grow, and here is where you are today. At least for that reason, you should respect your parents. And when I say respect, because I've seen this happen in many households, I've seen children behave in such a way with parents that other people are surprised what is happening. Why are they addressing their parents in this way? Why are they shouting at their parents? There are sure going to be a lot of misunderstandings. Your parents are not always going to be the cool parents that you wanted them to be. Everyone has their limitations. But the fact is that they are still your parents. And as long as they are to be treated in that manner. Now for parents, a family environment, I can talk about 100 points over here, but then I'll stick to just one thing. What constitutes a family environment? I'm presently working in a college which is 100% residential. So all my students are in the hostels. And I can see two trends among these students. There are a lot of students, when you get a Saturday or weekend off, they want to rush to their houses. They want to rush to their homes. And then a second category of students who would prefer to remain in the hostel. I think everyone is getting the message. The difference is that the home environment basically dictates this. So create a home environment where your child would want to come back again and again and again. I was having a conversation with one of the students who was in the hostel and who had not gone home during the holidays. And I happened to ask this person, why you have not gone home? And the reply is, sir, nothing to do over there. Nothing to do in my house. I said, nothing. At least you miss your home food. And the reply came, no, sir, my both parents are working. Even if I go there, here also Swiggy, there also Swiggy. I think parents should get that message. That first of all, you ensure that the environment in your home is such that your child comes back again and again. The next thing that I would say is, as they are growing up, they are in a very crucial phase where they are getting some independence. At least the saying is that I'm going to college. Suddenly they feel they have grown up. They are in that phase, and that is the truth. But how do you keep track? I hear so many parents complain, saying that I don't know what my child is doing. It starts from home. If you have a home environment where the father and mother discusses what happens every day, you encourage your child also to do the same. This is very important, that you discuss what happens in your life every day. I know what happens in very many families. Parents, both of them who are employed, work really hard. They come late in the evening and they have to rest. They have no more patience in discussing what happened during the day. And even if they discuss only unpleasant things. That is not a healthy home environment. So please make it a habit that when you come home, first of all, between yourself, husbands and wives, discuss good things that happen during the day. Your child should see that. Your child should enjoy that conversation. And your child also should be able to share what happened during his or her day. If you cultivate this habit, you will end up knowing what your child is doing. Otherwise, you will just be groping in the dark. And don't blame your child for it. For the students who are sitting here, a few years ago, I met a student who was coming to college. When I talked to her, she said, "Sir, my parents do not give me any freedom. They don't allow me to do anything." I asked her where her house is. And she replied, she is from Talasheri. So she is studying in Cochin. I asked her, how do you come from Talasheri? She says, I board the train every Sunday evening or Monday morning and I reach Cochin. Okay. And how do you inform your parents? No, sir, my father drops me in the railway station. I board the train, I come here. I asked her, how does your parents know where you are? She said, no, it's not required. I'm coming by train. The train will come to Kochi. I will get down and I'll come to my college. I'll be in the hostel. Maybe in the evening I'll give them a call saying them I'm okay and in the hostel. I then told this girl, make a small change in your life. After you leave, after the train leaves from Talasheri, when you finish about 1 or 2 hours, give a call to your parents and tell them that you have reached the station. After another 2 hours, give them one more call to say that I have reached this station. As soon as you have gotten out of the train, give them a call to say that you have reached Kochi. When you have reached your hostel, give them a call to tell them I have reached the hostel. The moment I said this girl started smiling and laughing. She said, what, sir? I am not a baby. I told her, you will never understand because for your parents, you are still a baby. And your parents are feeling tense. They have seen you off, but they don't know where you are and what has happened to you. And most of the time, I guarantee, I told her, you are receiving a call from your parent asking, where are you? Yes or no? And she said, yes, sir. Most of the time, they call me. And I feel it is really unnecessary. If the train goes from there, I'm capable of handling myself. I told her, that's not the way to do it. Just try this. You said you want more freedom, isn't it? I just told her, just try this. Give that call. And she said, okay, sir, I'll try. Still think it is very stupid, but I'll try. Every 2 hours calling them and telling them where I am. She started doing this. And she slowly found out that the more she informed her parents about where she was, the more her parents had confidence in her. You should see from there where it has come. I know this person even now. The person is 30 years old. She's working in an organization, but that's not the case. She became a solo traveler who has already traveled to 9 countries. So imagine when she started talking to me, she said, I come from Talasheri, sir, from a village in Talasheri. My parents don't give me any freedom. It starts with just informing your parents where you are so that they get the confidence that my child is telling me that my child is here, my child is safe. That is the message that is going back. If you're staying in a hostel, make it a point to call your parents every day in the evening. Tell them what happened in college. Tell them that you are in the hostel. If you're going out for coffee, tell them either you went out for coffee or that you're going out for coffee. If you're going for a movie, tell them that today we've decided to go out for a movie. Even if you're cutting class and going, tell them, I'm cutting class and going today. But because I've been attending class for so long, maybe I'm taking a day off today, I'm going. And you will slowly find out. The more you keep them informed, the more confidence they will have in you, the more trust they will have in you. And that is the importance of keeping your parents informed. This is why the moment you are not in touch, your parents become increasingly tense. The more tense they become, the more they will interfere, the more calls that will come to you. The more calls that come from your parents, the more times you will start hearing no. I want to go out for coffee today. Don't go. I want to go for a movie today. No, don't go. It's because they are finding out. If you are telling them, the whole thing changes. That is what constitutes a healthy relationship within a family. That is with regards to the first group, with regards to parents. So parents, please ensure there is what we called a very homely environment in your home. When students come back, when your children come back, prepare some food, give it to them. Swiggy will always be there, but the food that parents give them is always going to be special. And as far as students are concerned, I think you got the idea why it is important to keep your parents informed. And please do that. This is your growing up phase. The next group of people you're going to meet, and particularly these are going to be new people you're going to meet, are going to be your teachers. So parents, one group. Second group consists of your teachers. Again, the first word, just like I told you about your parents, the first word that should come to mind would be respect. There are going to be always, I also came through the same system in college, in school. There are always going to be good teachers. Personally, your perception, there are going to be bad teachers. It doesn't vary from place to place. Nobody says that in Rajagiri you only have good teachers. Because it's your perception. Sometimes a good teacher can look bad to you also. So there are all kinds of teachers who will be there in your life for the next 3 years or 2 years, depending on which course you have joined. But remember that you have to treat them with respect. Because they are the people who are taking care of you for the next few years that you are going to be there in this institution. The primary responsibility of every teacher is to see that you learn. So don't doubt it. They will be behind you to ensure that you study, to learn, so that you get qualified at whichever level you are. So that, remember, I began with education, so that you can have a good life. They all get their salaries. All they need to do is come to class and teach you. But that's not what they do. They try to ensure that you learn. They try to ensure that you pass your examinations. They try to ensure that you get that qualification. They try to ensure that you have a future after this. Remember, they are all driven by that. But that's not where the problem lies. Because when teachers tell you to study, it's easy to understand. But then as part of being in a Rajagiri institution, we had this vision that merely getting a qualification is not enough. There has to be something which is known as character formation. I always feel this. You have options even now. You can do private study. You can go and study online. There are universities which completely teach you online. There is a university, I think the first in India, which is coming up in Bangalore, which is an AI university. The complete topics, courses, everything is going to be taught using AI. They don't have even teachers. But what's the difference? That you have come to a college, a physical institution, where you are going to attend every day. The difference is not in learning. That can happen, obviously. Difference is in the formation of your character. Your teachers have been given a mandate where teaching is only one part. The other part is taking care that your character formation is done properly. I come from a college where there is a dress code. Rajagiri, if you want to, after this, go for your MBA, please come to my college. We have a dress code. In the dress code, it is specifically written that your footwear has to be a shoe, in case you are a male. Many students ask me, why, sir, it's written like this? There is one more statement written that wearing a footwear that looks like a shoe but is actually a slip-in slipper is not allowed. So when you write a rule like that, sometimes students are very curious. They come and ask me, sir, why have you kept a rule like this? And then my reply is very simple, because it's just because of one case where one of our students was attending an interview for a job. As he went into the interview panel, they asked him a few questions. He came back, and then we asked him, how was the interview? He said, interview went fine. But we were surprised because they spent only about 5 minutes with him. Usually an interview should take at least 15 minutes to 20 minutes. After a few minutes, we got a call from the interview panel saying that one of your students had come inside wearing this kind of a thing. He thought he will fool us thinking it is a shoe, but actually it was a slipper he was wearing. And the interview panel thought that that is not appropriate dressing. And because of that, they did not consider this person for a job. I'm sure from the student point of view, he would not have thought of cheating anybody. But the fact is that he never realized that something like this can be important to his future. He just lost a job he could have got. And this is the reason why we focus so much on character formation. People say, and you will hear this very often also, that you were in school, you have come to a college which almost looks like a school. All the rules and regulations, if you see, it is almost like a school again. But the reason why we are strict or why we focus on discipline is because we have a reputation outside that our institutions actually do make a difference in character formation. We enforce discipline, our students are disciplined. I've seen this beautiful example by myself. I went to a conference one day, and in the morning, when the conference was supposed to start at 10 o'clock, buses are coming and students are coming out of the buses. They are going to attend the conference. And I was standing outside the conference venue, waiting for the conference to start. I was looking at the different college buses that are coming and students coming out. I saw one bus come and stand, and from there, all the students, usually students from a college, they come, the bus stops, they come out, and the way in which they go is like they spread out like this. They just spread out. Some of them go to the venue, some of them go to the back of the venue, some of them go directly outside the venue. That is how it was. And there was this one bus which came and stopped, and you saw that the students coming out walked in two lines straight, went inside the venue, and they sat like the way in which you were sitting inside the venue. And I followed them to see how organized they are. They went inside, they sat down, and that is when I heard a comment from somebody standing outside. Those are Rajagiri students. I felt so proud. That is the way we have a reputation outside. That if you are a Rajagirian, this is the way you will conduct yourself. I think this is one of the primary reasons why, if your parents would have forced you to come and study in Rajagiri, this would be one of the primary reasons. This is also the reason why we tell you that our teachers will focus on your character formation. So they will not tell you just to study and learn. They will also tell you how to look appropriate, how to conduct yourself properly, how to keep yourself well groomed. They will get into every aspect of your life to see that you don't make any mistakes, so that that good life that you're expecting will become a reality. There are very small things which can make a big difference. I am basically in the area of HR. Every year I sit through maybe thousands of interviews, trying to select, because these companies invite me, I go and sit with them for interviews, trying to select candidates for jobs. I tell this example whenever I see students how small things matter. There is a simple question we ask the candidates. Why should we hire you? Why should we give you the job? And in my experience, there was a student who came and gave this reply. It was a girl, so she told us, "Sir, I have this habit that throughout my life, when I was in school and in college, whenever the teacher gives me an assignment to do, I have this habit that I should be the first to submit it. So even if the teacher says, this is the assignment to be given, submit next Monday, I want to submit it the next day or the day after that, because I want to be the first to submit." The moment the candidate gave this reply, I had the managing director sitting next to me. He just tapped my thigh, telling me, signaling me to stop. I stopped asking questions. He just said, "Thank you very much." And as the student left the hall, he said, "That's our candidate, hire it." Just see how a very small thing can make a huge difference in the way you are perceived by others. It's a small example of what you do even now in your college days can make a difference in future. Then we come to the third category of people. So I've finished with parents, I've finished with teachers. I think you have a better understanding of what is expected of you from both parents and from teachers. My third point is the next most important group of people you are going to experience in your life, and they are going to be your friends. They are going to be your friends. You might have had some friends in school. I think most of you, those friends would have gone to different institutions now. If you are lucky, one or two of them will be coming with you to the same place. But in most cases, you are going to see new faces. You are going to form new friendships. And from my life and experiences, some of the most lasting friendships happen when you are in college. It's also the most happening time as far as our life was concerned, which is why we always talk very fondly about our college days. Just like what I told with regards to your parents, with regards to teachers, with regards to your friends also, the first term that comes to my mind is respect. Suddenly you are thinking, what, sir? Respect my friends. Remember what I told you. Love comes after. Respect first. To be very frank with you, in my college life, my first girlfriend, I got my first girlfriend because of respect. Because I saw in my college, one of my friends actually treat a girl very badly. It seems they were in a relationship. I think you understand. But here, that relationship, for whatever word you use, could be love. But the treatment was not very good. I found him very many times shouting at the person. On one occasion, I saw the person just push this person away. And at that point of time, after seeing this 2-3 times, I went and told that friend, that girl, why are you putting up with this? He is not respecting you. He says that he loves you. I can't see any love here. This is ill treatment. There is no respect. What happened is how I got my first girlfriend, where after some time she realized this is not love. This is something else. She broke up with the person and ended up being my girlfriend. And I still think, no, don't worry, it didn't work out. My wife is a different person. But the fact is, but we parted amicably, okay? But the fact is that, I realized when I look back into my life that I got that opportunity, I got that friendship, I enjoyed that relationship primarily because I respected her. And this is why you should respect your friends first. Love will come later. I had a friend of mine who had this habit, whenever he would greet me, he would give me a loud whack on my back. Like this. One whack on my back. And then he will say, Manoj, you're my friend. He did this to very many people. We used to basically, it used to pain us very badly. But we thought he was doing it out of love. 3 months later, we, a few friends, got together and gave him back everything that he gave us for the last 3 months. The reason again is the same. That's not respect. That's not how you treat your friends. It's a small thing that you do, but whether it shows respect or not. So when you come into this institution, we are an institution which has zero tolerance towards ragging. We didn't have any incidents when ragging happens. You have a very large group of people who are going to be your seniors. And the first thing that you need to remember is that they are your friends and you have to respect them first. If you respect them, they will respect you back because they have been through the same process. You need not worry at all because we have a very friendly environment and campus for that matter. But the responsibility is up to you also that you respect them. Earlier, cases of ragging used to be where seniors would come and rag you. Nowadays, most of the cases are where the juniors provoke the seniors and then it happens. My dear students, the definition of ragging does not say that the senior has to rag the junior. It can be the junior also doing the same to senior. So please understand that. If you have any misunderstanding that it is the other way around, that's not the case. So we will treat both in the same way. The second thing that I have to say after respect, as far as your friends are concerned, is that they are your peers, your equals. They are not experts. Many of you prefer to take advice from your friends rather than experts. Experts can include your parents and teachers. It can even include some of your seniors who have experience. But the tendency is that you tend to take advice from your peers, which are your own friends. As teachers, I've been a teacher for the last about 29 years. I've seen some very funny, very nice, very interesting things happen. I vividly remember a student who became like an advisor for his batchmates regarding relationship matters. See, anybody who is not getting a girlfriend will go to him and say, how can I get? Anybody who is facing a breakup will go to him and ask, how can I solve this? Everyone is going to this guy and asking him. They all think he is the expert. Only we teachers know that he has already had 3 failed relationships. He is very poor in that. But somehow or the other, you have this feeling that he is the go-to person to take advice. You take advice from some people, your good relations will break up. So it is necessary for you to understand that your friends are your friends. They are not experts in any particular area. They are going through the same journey that you are going through. But you certainly have seniors, you certainly have your teachers and parents to whom you should go if you have any problems. And the third most important advice that I will give you, although advice is not accepted easily, with regards to friends is choose wisely. Because people will judge you by the friends that you have. So what is the criteria for choosing friends, you will ask me? Because everyone says you choose good friends. Who the good friends are, you will ask me. See, at the stage where you are, you're getting ready for a life. Whether it be as a businessman or businesswoman, whether it be a career, whether it be as a professional, you're getting ready for that life. So choose your friends who are serious about their future. Choose friends who are serious about their future. Choose friends, if you want to become a businessman, Choose friends who are thinking of starting their own business. Choose wisely. If you want to become a chartered accountant, choose friends who are also thinking of the same, so that you can share information between yourself. You will know where the best places to go for coaching. You will know which are the subjects that you should choose. You will know what exactly has to be done for you to reach there. So choose people who have similar interests, which are good. Choose people who are serious about their future. And also, there are two types of students that I have seen in my life experience. One type of students are students who don't get into trouble. And the second type are very clearly you can identify. Within 1 month, if you look around you, you can identify. In your class, you look around, you can identify. There are some students who will get into trouble. Whatever they do, they will get into trouble. That is the second criteria. Kindly choose your friends who will not get into trouble. Neither will they, nor will they get you also into trouble. People say that you are the future of India, future of the world. They can say big things. But essentially what it means is that you are going to solve the problems that the world is facing now. Please understand that. For whichever profession, job, or business that you think of doing, you are going to solve the problems that we are facing now. That is why we say you are the future. Because some of the problems we are unable to solve. You have to come with the solution. That is why we say that you are the future. Then you should remember that you are all expected to be problem solvers. My last word to you is that don't become a problem. You are supposed to be problem solvers. So don't become a bigger problem than that. If you keep these few things in mind, if you keep your parents informed, if you have a healthy home environment, if you respect your teachers and believe that they are there for your good, not just for studies, but for formation of your character, and if you choose your friends wisely, I am sure you will have a great campus life, you will have a great college life, and also you will have a bright future ahead of you. With these words, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the truly insightful session.
Please note that an ATM card has been found missing. Ms. Purnima Shankar can collect it from the backstage. I repeat, an ATM card has been found missing. Ms. Purnima Shankar can collect it from the backstage.
As we come to the end of the induction program, we take this moment to express our gratitude to all the honorable guests, parents, and students for your valuable presence.
We hope this marks the beginning of a productive and inspiring academic chapter. I kindly request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्च
I request the audience to kindly rise as the resource person is leaving. We request all the parents and students to remain in their seats until the volunteers instruct you to exit from the hall. All the students should hand over their diyas to the volunteers.
Refreshments are arranged in the space outside the hall. Please exit through the back doors of the hall. I repeat, refreshments are arranged in the space outside the hall.